I can say I've definitely had bad assessments in the sense when, a lot of findings. When we were doing a lot of mergers and acquisitions and going through those types of assessments, it was eye-opening what exists out there and some of the practices. And a lot of it's not a lack of desire to improve, but it's funding or they don't know how. So that was the struggle of overcoming that. And once again, kind of to Chris's point before, it's not just because we did this assessment, it's part of a merger and acquisition, we're going to fix it all tomorrow. Or I would love if it was that way, but it's identifying that risk, taking it up to the top, and then adding remediation items onto the roadmap to get things completed. Hopefully in a year, maybe 3 years, could be 5 years, but just making sure tracking them, constantly moving the needle forward from there. So bad from the finding sense, but really, once again, to the very first question, we uncovered a lot through it, which is what you want, some, kind of. But now we can actually do something about that. We've identified it, we've communicated it, now we can do something about those items.
And I would say that, again, to what I touched on, I've worked with a group that had no background in healthcare, and it was kind of very evident in the findings report. But also some of I always like to say the big box stores that I've, when you're paying the top dollar with the PwC, Ernst & Young's, and some of them, sometimes they'll just give you a stoplight. So it's really has no tangible outcomes to that. So a lot of the, practice managers and directors, being the former consultant myself, that a lot of that knowledge and subject expertise you'll gets thrown out the door after the assessment, and it's more the interns or the guy fresh out of boot camp that's doing the actual assessment. So that's something you need to be mindful as well. But I think also third-party assessments, as we're sending that out, I know we've touched on that really you can gauge the maturity of different organizations on what they respond. I'll have several that'll send me just their SOC report and not fill out the assessment, or they'll fill out a few things that are completely wrong or leave, pieces blank. So I know that, that's one of the biggest risks, all of us face. So it's really, again, on that education and what people are willing to provide and understanding your methodology as part of third-party assessments.